What's going on? Dylan Conrad, Metabolic AF. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to lose 15 plus pounds and gain 7 plus hours per week back in your schedule. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Spotify, iTunes, leave a review. All helps the algorithm. Hit the notification button, subscribe, all that stuff. Helps the algo, helps me help more people like you. So if you are a busy professional woman, especially if you have kids, adding in extra time to get in shape isn't going to be realistic. And I'm going to show you how to lose 15 plus pounds and actually get time back in your schedule. And I'm going to show you how. You're like, how are you actually going to do that? I'm going to save you time. I'm going to show you how to lose 15 plus pounds in the process of doing it. So you only have so much bandwidth, right? For the day, for the week. And that's why a lot of women out there, they think, oh shit, if I add in nutrition training, if I do this coaching program, I know because I talk to a lot of people like, I want to do this, I just can't add it in. A lot of people think this is going to add in more time. My goal and our goal at Metabolic AF is to give you time back in your schedule, right? And show you how to really streamline this process. There's two types of people. I mentioned on this last podcast. There's two types of women that value their time and women that value their money, right? It can't be both. If you value your time, you will spend money to get time back. And if that's you, listen to this. If you're someone who values money over time and you want to throw your time away and be my guest, but that's not who I'm talking to here. I'm talking to the woman who really values her time and wants to enjoy her life and spend time with her family and use her money to actually spend more time and doing the things that she loves, right? Things that get her results, all that stuff, okay? So how do we lose fat? Let's kind of backtrack. We need a calorie deficit, okay? If you haven't listened to anything on my reverse dieting, obviously if you are a woman who is eating 1,200 calories or less and not losing any fat, you need a reverse diet, okay? So how much fat should we try to be losing per week, right? So we need to be in a calorie deficit. So here's your how much you're eating. Okay, here's your metabolism, should be higher. The amount that you're burning between the calories in and the calories out, your metabolism, that's going to be your calorie deficit, right? So your body has to find energy in the form of fat through that calorie deficit. And so when it finds that fat, that's when it uses that fat for burning, right, for energy. So you burn that fat off and you lose weight. So we need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. Okay, how much fat should we be looking to lose per week? I would say 0.5 to 1% of your overall body weight per week is a safe goal. So if you're a 150-pound woman, that's going to be 0.7 to 1.5 pounds per week is what you want to aim for. Any more, typically you're going to be looking at downregulated metabolism. You're going to be looking at losing muscle mass, all that stuff, all right? So how do we save time while eating in a calorie deficit and getting our exercise in, okay? Number one, there's 3 different ways I'm going to give you, okay? Number one, intermittent fasting. There's no magic pill. I'm a disclaimer. There's no magic pill to you using intermittent fasting and losing fat. Okay. For example, if you eat the same amount of food and the same foods one day, then you didn't fast, you ate them evenly throughout the day, and another day you did fast, you're going to see the same exact fat loss results. However, it is a huge time saver by doing intermittent fasting, and it just makes your diet a lot easier. Okay. There's also a cognitive benefit. There's a health benefit. There's an inflammatory benefit. I'll cover those in a later episode. But intermittent fasting, from a time-saving standpoint, it's going to help you immensely. The average American, I had to Google this, spends, you know how much time they spend eating and preparing meals? One meal is 20 to 40 minutes. So let's average that. Let's say 30 minutes. Let's say you have breakfast. You have 30 minutes, you get that back a day. Obviously, I'm not going to count snacks, whatever. But let's say you just have breakfast. That's saving you 30 minutes back in your day, right? If you do 30 minutes, that's 2 hours per week, right? So let's say that. So that's number one, intermittent fasting. That will give you a ton of time back from prepping meals, from actually eating the meals. We're getting time back in your schedule there. Number two is using a meal delivery service. Now, if you're a mom, right, dinners, those are going to be cooked with the family. You're going to have to figure it out. But there are some methods with a meal delivery service you can use. You can buy the protein bulk, all that stuff, and use that. But I'm talking about for your lunch that you're probably going to be eating at work, or you're probably going to be eating on the go. It's not really like a sit-down meal. Everyone eats like the same thing, right? So lunches, You can outsource that by having someone else prep it for you or using a meal delivery company. I use Icon personally. Like, I don't get a huge kickback. I don't care. Use code, I think it's Dylan10 for 10% off. But that is a great way for you to get time back in your schedule. Now, I was obviously talking 20 to 40 minutes of prepping and eating meals, right? That's going to save you, let's just say that's half that, right? 15 minutes per meal that you're prepping, right? So if your lunch, it's going to take you no time, so you're good to go, okay? So it's going to give you an average of, let's say, 3 meals a day. You use all of them for meal prep, and you're not fasting. That's going to be 4 hours total. That's 4 hours there, plus 2, you're at 6 hours total of time saved, okay? So meal delivery is number 2. Number 1 is going to be intermittent fasting, okay? Number 3, okay, is a treadmill desk. I use this under my desk all the time. It saves me hours on cardio. Average person, let's say you're working out 4 times a week, you're doing a half hour of cardio afterwards. Instead of doing that, get 10,000 steps in on your treadmill desk while you're working, while you're on calls, whatever. You can still be productive and do your own work. That's going to save you 2 hours right there. So right now we're looking at basically 4, 2, 2. That's 8 hours total of time saved. Now, obviously, this is going to change as maybe you use more meal delivery. Maybe you are fasting window and you just eat one meal, right? You can save even more time while actually losing fat. These are 3 things that will help you lose fat and get in a calorie deficit while saving time. Okay, so again, we want to give you time back in your schedule. These are 3 ways to do it. Okay, forward this to your girlfriend, forward this to your family member, anyone that has 0 time to get in shape. Or if you've said it yourself, I don't have time. I get it. I work 60-hour weeks. I have 2 twin newborns. I have another kid. I have a wife. I try to have some sort of life outside of that. I work out still, right? Like, my goal is to get healthy while getting as much time as I can back. These are 3 methods I personally use and have a lot of my clients use for them to lose 15 or more pounds. If you are that person looking to lose 15 or more pounds, you're someone who values time over money, and you want to invest some money to get the results quicker and to find a streamlined process so you don't have to grind and do all this work, and you want to actually have your results sooner, Instagram, Dylan A. Conrad, at Dylan A. Conrad, DM me results. I'll get you more information on my metabolic AF as female method, so you can lose fat quick, you can enjoy life, you can still have your wine, pizza, all that stuff. Anyways, love you. Happy to watch this on the week, and enjoy the rest of your day.